The Wiz Guy here again for Moraine Reads, wanting to share with you one of my favorite books of all time. It's a book entitled The Classroom in the Cell, written by Mumia Abu-Jamal and Mark Lamont Hill, co-written by these two men. Mark Lamont Hill is a media studies professor at Temple University. Mumia Abu-Jamal is a former Black Panther who has been incarcerated for 20 plus years now. He has served a life sentence for conviction of murder of a police officer. He has maintained his innocence, said that he did not do it, and believed that he is a victim of his political beliefs. So he's maintained his innocence and actually has had his sentence changed from death penalty to life in prison. But the two of them come together and wrote a really, really compelling book about Black life. As a matter of fact, the tagline is Conversations on Black Life in America. And with each chapter, I believe it's about 9 chapters, with each chapter, they touch on a different aspect of Black life in America. So there's a chapter about political leadership. There's a chapter about education in the Black community. There's a chapter about hip hop. There's a chapter about economics, and a few other things as well, masculinity. And I read the book years ago, and I absolutely enjoyed it because of the way that the book flows. It is a conversation between the two men. So each chapter is a conversation with these guys sort of writing back and forth, discussing their ideas about a particular topic, while also intertwining their personal narratives in each topic. So when they talk about masculinity, they talk about how they grew up and how they learned masculinity and what they feel they need to unlearn. And when they talk about education, they talk about the ways in which the educational system hindered them and it helped them, and what they try to do differently now. Same thing with leadership and things like that. In addition to that, each chapter ends with a recommendation of books that they recommend that the reader checks out in order to get a better context of the issues that they're discussing. I absolutely love the book, particularly the chapter on when it comes to leadership in the Black community. They talk about leadership, or the lack thereof, from a standpoint of moral and ethical leadership, principled leadership is the term that they use, and how the Black community for years, as they argue, and I agree, back to the civil rights movement, have not had the sort of effective, principled, moral leadership that we as a community need. And they talk about why that is and what they believe can be done, while also saying about themselves that they don't believe that they have made it to that point either. And they really explain leadership as a journey, not necessarily as this one particular thing that is just captured. So I really enjoyed it. I recommend it. Again, published by Third World Press, the oldest Black-owned publishing company in the world. It's ran here in Chicago by Hakeem Madabouti. Absolutely great book. Take a look at it when you get a chance.